happened to be scrolling through Twitter and I saw this article and pulled it up and decided to take a look, just to look at the fuckery that's continuing, because I did do a video, and I'll link it in the description box below, of a woman who was crowned Miss Mother Africa, and you have to see this woman's face. It's absolutely disgusting. How can this leathery faced woman be the face of Africa? This has gotten way out of hand. It's like just blatant disrespect, the audacity that is going on. And like I said, I already know that, you know, there are troglodytes who are perpetuating this, but we do have a lot of black people who are supporting this bullshit. But I wanted to read the article and just show you Miss Universe 2017. And this is Miss South Africa. She represents South Africa. The irony of this bullshit. You know good and well that this woman is not South African and should not be representing South Africa. But I'll go ahead and read it just for shits and giggles. Miss South Africa, Demi Nell Peters, has been crowned Miss Universe 2017. Now, Peters beat out first runner Miss Colombia Laura Gonzalez, which looked white, and second runner-up Miss Jamaica Davina Bennett, which we knew that wasn't going to happen, for the crown Saturday night in Las Vegas. Who still watches the pageants, though? I stopped watching that when I was, 9? But anyway, during a pre-taped interview, the Western Cape native talked about how her experience being held at gunpoint made her passionate about training women in self-defense. No, I'm not finna read this bullshit because I don't care. And I'll skim over it. Don't care about that. She's talking about women getting paid 75% of what a man earned. Don't give a fuck about that. I'm sure within these questions about terrorism, sexual harassment, that the Hollywood perverts weren't brought up, and also the shooter of Nevada was not brought up. But I'll continue to look through here just to see if it's worth even looking at. Okay, and I'll scan through those pictures just to see who was on there. But this is the winner. This is Miss South Africa. This troglodyte of the female variety is representing South Africa. This is a problem. What is this telling all of the young women in South Africa? Honestly, this is a beauty pageant. This is indoctrination. And there are young girls who still watch this, I'm sure. Little girls. I did as a little girl. What is this telling these little girls in South Africa? She represents beauty in South Africa. And when you look in the fucking mirror, you're definitely not it. You don't have that phenotype. You don't have that hair. You don't look like her. So this is not about you. You're not beautiful. That's basically what's being indoctrinated to young girls. It's absolutely disgusting because there's nothing beautiful about this. This has to have prescription sunscreen to run around South Africa anyway. This person is not a South Africanite. So I'm over all of this bullshit. And like I said, the people who I blame, I'm not blaming her for trying it. I'm not blaming her team or anything like that. I blame the people who picked her to represent South Africa, because something is fucking wrong with their mental state. You don't understand. I mean, sometimes I just feel like, maybe I should shut this down and see what's popping on YouTube and see if I can stay within the guidelines of YouTube and not talk about this bullshit. Because what's disheartening to me is the fact that Negroes are the one who is perpetuating this bullshit. Some of the stuff that these troglodytes have put down Negroes are picking up and perpetuating this shit. How many times do I have to sit up here and say, whether it's in the media, whether it's in social media, whether it's in music, entertainment, or whatever, when you are setting up here, uplifting another man's seed out of his loins, you are setting up here, uplifting another man's woman. You are basically saying to your own women, your own people, and other people that you aren't worth shit. You are at the bottom of this man. This man produces the best type of female, so that means he produces the best type of male, which is bullshit. But I'm just saying, when you are continuously perpetuating this and choosing this and putting this out there, this imagery out there, this indoctrination out there, you are helping with that. This is what you're saying. You're basically saying you are not shit. You're basically shitting on yourself, saying that you can't produce anything that's good. You don't produce the best woman. This is why you have to go to this man, because he produces the best woman, and get his woman, because nothing that comes from you is beautiful. Nothing that comes from you is good, and you're uplifting another man's patriarchy. How fucking weak is that? Is weak. And it keeps happening, and it's embarrassing. The shit is so embarrassing. It makes me want to just pack this up. I mean, and just be done with it, because this is an embarrassment. This is coming from the continent of Africa. I mean, at the very least, they should be militant on not having bullshit like this slip through the cracks. We know what the woman should have looked like, and it's definitely not this troglodyte. But then I have to sit up here and hear the B-wench word, and people talking about Serena Williams, and people talking about fucking Halle Berry, she's biracial, talking about these women, calling them names, and talking about who they're with and who they've married. Like I said, and I'll keep saying it, you want to sit up here and uplift these women within the spaces that you should be able to control, and allow this, and let's say you couldn't control it, you should be protesting this mess, this fuckery. This fuckery and buffoonery should be protested, and it should be out there that nobody in Africa and no black person supports this. To let people know that other powers at will are pushing this, if that's the case. But I doubt it. I doubted it was some people who have melanin in their skin that was going ahead and going to do this, just like the puppet that they put, I forget which country it is, where it is, but they put him in power, and now they want to give money back to the troglodytes that were there, that were never supposed to be there, paying them because they got land taken from them that wasn't even something that they owned. But that's a different story. But this is just, it's disgusting. And I could go back and forth with these pictures here, just these three here. This woman looks 100% better than her. This woman looks better. Really? Really? Okay. Even her, I would say. Okay. Really? Out of all of the pictures that I've looked at, her picture actually captured my, okay. You know it's bullshit. It's just, It's a sickness. Like, I don't even know what to call it. The only thing that comes close to it is it's a spiritual sickness. Something is fucking wrong with them. Like, you do stuff that's to your own detriment, and it's saying some weak, fragile stuff to the world. It's saying to the world that, you are basically putting another man's seed from his loins on you, a pedestal, saying it's better, it's the best, is what you want. And that means anything that comes from you, even you, dummy, you're not that good. That's sad. That shit is sad. Wow, she's gorgeous. That's a beautiful picture. That's gorgeous. Wow. I just wanted to flip through the pictures to try and get through them. But you can definitely see that there was so many other women who were so much more beautiful. Who definitely could have won and should have won. I think this may have started over, but I wanted to go through them until I got to the lady that I think should have won. I mean, come on now. Her. Stunning. To be honest, I am not in any way surprised by this. I am not shocked by this. This is to be expected, especially with the system still intact. It's being chipped away. But what's troubling to me is not so much of the people who are engaging in it and who are doing this and who is gaining from this system. It's those that are being oppressed by that system, but they're assisting this system. It's detrimental, and it is the reason why we can't progress at all or progress as fast as we should be. Because we should definitely be ahead, but if it wasn't for people upholding the system and who wants to be sellouts, this is why we are so behind in things that we could be light years ahead of. But I am so sick of seeing this because I understand what it is doing to young black girls across the world, basically telling them that they're not beautiful and trying to hold on to this lie of a beauty standard when you are going and getting your face cut up, your body cut up, having things done to your hair, tanning your skin is burning, your eyeballs are burning, everything on you is on fire. and you age in dog years, there's no way that you can be the beauty standard. And it's really getting on my nerves that there are black people willing to uphold this. But I'll go ahead and leave it right here. Let me know what you think about Miss South Africa 2017. And I will see you in the next one.